What is up, Tourettes, and welcome to my video today on Can Your Tourettes Go Away? Well, technically, will my Tourettes go away? Will your Tourettes go away? Will your friends' Tourettes go away? I don't care whose Tourettes it is. Will it ever go away? And there's a quick answer to that. Maybe. Maybe it'll go away. There's no definite answer. There's no yes or no. But I'm just going to say maybe, and we'll talk about that just now. First of all, I want to get out of the way. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I haven't been here for you guys in a while. I've been away. I haven't made any videos in ages, and I'm very sorry about that. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. One of them is because obviously The Voice was on, and that was crazy, and I wasn't able to film videos and stuff. That was all. I wasn't allowed to do anything. Secondly, after The Voice, my music career went crazy, and I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I've had a lot of gigs going on and all of that stuff, and it's been crazy. Thirdly, there's been my social life is kind of cranked up, and school life and all that. You know, I've been doing stuff with friends. I'm going to year 12 next year. I'm almost 18. How sick is that? And there's been a lot of stuff going on, so it's been pretty difficult. And lastly, probably the biggest part that kind of stopped me was a lot of people online and just in real life and all that stuff were saying how my videos were cringy, and people watched it for the laugh factor, and people would watch it so they could have a laugh and stuff. And that kind of upset me. I didn't want to really make videos anymore because I didn't want to be laughed at, you know, I didn't want to be bullied or anything. And then I kind of thought, you know what, stuff that. Those people don't deserve to be watching my videos. Because there are people out there that need me, that need the TikTwitch teen to come back and save them. So I'm here as the TikTwitch teen to help you guys. And to those people who are watching my videos to laugh, stuff you guys. Please unsubscribe from my channel. I don't want you watching. You don't deserve to be watching my content. But to the people that are here to watch to learn more about Tourette's and to learn more about my life and your life and how you can help your life be better, I'm here. So as I was saying, I am Adam.Ladell, or the TikTwitch teen, whichever one you want to call me, and let's get into this video. Wow! So, I realize I'm speaking very fast. I just realized that my voice is going terribly fast. It's on hyperdrive, and I think it's because I haven't done a video in ages, and I'm so excited to be back. I can't believe it. Like, this is awesome. I've missed being in front of this camera. I actually don't think I've done a video in front of this camera before. Actually, this is a new setup. So, I mean, I've got a tripod, I've got my camera and everything, so it's pretty nice. But I want to talk about whether or not your Tourette's or my Tourette's will ever go away. Now, if you may notice, it's kind of weird though. Ever since once I pressed that record button, my tics started to flare up, and I think it's because it's kind of in connection with my videos. But generally, my tics have been very good. You can hardly notice them anymore. My coprolalia has basically gone away completely. I'm hardly ever shouting out stuff. Like I've been with friends and they're like I've just met new people and they're all like, why aren't you ticking? Like on TV you always tick. And when I go to gigs and stuff, people will be saying to me, you know, where'd your Tourette's go? Was it all just for the TV? And it's like, no, it wasn't. There's two reasons why my Tourette's has gone down, what I believe. The first reason is because of age, you know? The one thing about Tourette's is people can grow out of it. Most people, as they get older, their tics start to go away and they become less frequent, and sometimes they even go away completely. My uncle's a prime example of this. He has Tourette's and his tics have gone down a lot as he's aged. When he was younger, they used to be a lot worse. Now they're very minimal, but you can still notice them if you're paying active attention to it, but for the most part, they're gone. I met up with one of the Australian politicians, Chris Cruther, and he's the same case. Tourette's, really bad when he was younger, got on a bit better now as he's grown older. Another case, which I never really saw firsthand, but if you know Andrew Loadsman from The Voice, he was telling me how his brother, I'm not sure if he had Tourette's or just tics, but his brother had really bad tics when he was younger, and when he grew up, they've gone away completely. So that's one reason. They've gone down a lot because of age. Another reason why they've gone down is because a lot of what Tourette's is about is the anxiety. Anxiety fuels Tourette's. Kind of think of it as like a generator. And the more fuel you're putting in, you know, the more, well, that's not really accurate, it's not the more powerful. Well, like an engine, the more fuel you put in, the more the engine combusts and like, I don't know how cars work, but they make it go faster. And we're going to use that example. So, the engine is basically the Tourette's making thing. And the fuel goes into the engine, and the Tourette's comes out of the Tourette's making engine. And the anxiety is the fuel, okay? So the more anxiety that goes into the engine, the more Tourette's comes out. So basically, in very anxious situations, when I'm very anxious, and when anyone with Tourette's is very anxious, they tend to tick a lot more. And that's why anxiety disorders are quite common with Tourette's, and it makes Tourette's worse. People with anxiety disorders and Tourette's generally have it worse, which I do. I've told you many times, social anxiety, general anxiety. But those have all gone down, and the whole Tourette's has gone down a lot because of The Voice, I think. Because of being on TV, and it wasn't because of the singing, nothing to do with the singing. I'm talking about purely the fact that I got Tourette's out there. Purely the fact that I went onto TV and I said, hey, by the way, blah blah blah, this is Tourette's, look at me. And kind of giving an example of what Tourette's was. But it wasn't just giving them an example of someone going, someone completely spazzing out. I was telling them what it is and how to treat people with it. And a lot of people on TV have seen that, and now Tourette's is like a household known thing, because there were millions of viewers on The Voice. People know who I am, people know what Tourette's is. So when people see me in the streets, people don't stare at me because they see me ticking, which I hardly tick anymore. People don't stare at me because they see me ticking, they stare at me because they know who I am. And that makes it a lot easier for me, because also when I do have days when I tick, people look at my ticking, they're like, oh, that guy has Tourette's, or that's Adam.Ladell. So they kind of know what's going on, and that's brought the stress down a lot, because, people know what's happening, therefore people aren't staring as much, and the public reception is a lot better. So basically, the public opinion of Tourette's has gone up a lot. In Australia, I know that for a fact in Australia it has after The Voice. Not sure about anywhere else in the world. Maybe someone else can go on TV in America or whatever and show off Tourette's. But in Australia, the public reception of Tourette's has definitely become a lot brighter. But I know what you're waiting for. Will your Tourette's ever go away? It depends what age you are that you'll start to realize it. So if you're an 8-year-old watching this video, okay, then you might be pretty good with your Tourette's at the moment. Your Tourette's might not be that bad. And you might think, it's gonna be fine. Okay, let me tell you, as you get older, it's probably gonna get worse. Now, I'm not here to dampen your mood. I'm not saying fear your life and all that stuff. Tourette's is a cool thing, it's embrace it. Who cares, Like when I was 9, my Tourette's was very mild. Then when I got to about 14, it flared up completely, and it was extremely bad. And the chances of that happening to you are pretty high. Adolescence generally boosts your hormones. So when you're a teenager, you're gonna get a flare of hormones, and your Tourette's is probably gonna get worse. So if you're an 8-year-old and not bad ticks, if you're a parent watching this, don't worry, it'll be fine. You can use medication to control it to a certain extent, but it's probably going to get worse in teenage years. But chances are, as you get out of those hectic teenage years, it's going to get a lot better. Like mine did get a lot better even before The Voice, because the years before I was swearing and everything, and then after that it went down a lot, and now it's in a really good patch, so I'm not in pain anymore from all the physical ones and stuff, but it's pretty chilled. And that'll probably happen to you. And if you are the same age as me or whatever watching this video thinking, will my Tourette's go away? Chances are it'll probably go away in your 20s. When you become an adult, it's probably gonna go away. If you're a 20-something-year-old and your Tourette's is currently happening, you might not lose it. It might stick around, whatever tics you do have. If it's intense tics, they'll probably stay intense. Maybe they'll go down when you're older. I don't think there's enough research to be told there. I haven't seen a lot of seniors with Tourette's. What was I saying? I always forget what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Kawaii. I was talking about, this is another example of ADHD, by the way, which I'll probably do another video on sometimes, make an update. But ADHD, you forget what you're talking about a lot. Okay, well the overall gist, I completely forgot what I was saying, but the overall gist is that if you're an adult and your Tourette's is still pretty hectic, that's what I was saying, then it'll probably continue to be hectic, but don't worry, it might go away. You never know. Tourette's is a very, it's an unpredictable disorder. You don't know what's going to happen. But my biggest advice to you is just hang in there. Who gives a crap with what happens? I'm going to be making new videos weekly or bi-weekly, and hopefully I'll help you through your journey. Any questions you guys want, please leave them in the comments below, because I'm going to be doing a question and answer video shortly. And I absolutely want to have questions, so I'm going to say it this video, I'm going to say it the next video, and then hopefully the video after that will be the question and answer video. So leave your questions down in the comments below. I'll try and answer absolutely everything. Go onto my Twitter, follow me at Twitter, it's @TickTwitchTeam. Verified on Twitter, so that's pretty cool. Leave your comments there as well. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Adam.Ladell. Love it if you follow me on Instagram, that'll be absolutely awesome. Facebook page is Adam.Ladell. There used to be the TickTwitchTeam page, that's kind of gone down because I'm not using that anymore. So go follow me on Facebook, Adam.Ladell. And I'm also on iTunes if you want to check out my music, because if you don't know, I am a singer that came second on The Voice Australia, so you might want to check that out. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and subscribe. Wah!